not gonna go to prison, dog. I'm not doing anything sketchy on this here channel.
The influencer known online as Uwu to Uwo had been live streaming his consumption of tobacco and alcohol since 2022 before authorities put an abrupt end to his broadcasts this morning. Dayton police reports that the 30-year-old man had been producing, promoting, and selling tobacco products from the basement of his Ohio home for several years.
So today, we're gonna be making prison food, but not just any prison food, because I've heard some of you has been in jail, and you've said actually not all prison food is bad. There's some that's bangers. So I gotta specify, we're not just making prison food, we're making specifically prison food that has been deemed inhumane by editorial outlets. The general idea is that the prison food all sucks, but specifically the ones that we're gonna go over today are foods that are deemed punishment foods, which suck extra hard. Finding recipes for these, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I had to use Internet Archive to find one of them, and I don't even think it's that secretive. I think it's just like, no one wants to make this shit. Some of these are modern, some of these are older. We're gonna go off of, some of these are like, throw them in the brig type of prison foods, but then the first couple are gonna be like modern prison food. The one that got me wanting to do this to begin with is the warden burger, which I have a recipe for right here. My printer is giga fucked up, so it's barely like legible on the page. But this one hails from Ohio, from Cincinnati. There's a crazy old prison warden who gives this to prisoners who act up.
Well, you don't get to choose. Your mommy and your daddy and your Aunt Lily doesn't get to make your meals. I'm your aunt.
Actively uses it as a punishment, which has led the one of the prison advocacy groups, one of the main ones, to say that this is deeply inhumane. And there was a whole controversy around the warden burger. What this has in it, I'm gonna scale it down. 1 large can of tomato paste, 13 pounds of flour, 3 pounds of dry milk, 13 pounds of oatmeal, 19 pounds of beans, 30 pounds of ground turkey, a pinch of salt, 13 pounds of chopped cabbage, 13 pounds of chopped carrots, 13 pounds of diced potatoes, and 5 pounds of onions. That's our composition for the warden burger. It's a lactose meat bomb. Yeah, the thing that gets me is that all of these punishment foods have shitloads of fucking dry milk in them. Let me switch you guys over to our wonderful cooking cam. This is where we're gonna be cooking stuff. Dr. Freak is back, baby. He's back. As like crazy of a proportion as this is, I think we need to make 1/13 of this amount. Maybe divide it by 26. Now I'm sure when they make this in prison, they don't fucking weigh anything out that accurately. And it's more of like a rough idea. Half a pound of beans? How many beans in one of these? It's like a pound in this. They don't specify what beans. I'm willing to bet that it probably doesn't matter too much. Alright, we want half a pound of oats. Oh wait, shit, that's a lot of oats. Half a pound of flour. Flour, 3 pounds of dry milk. Okay, wait, 3 divided by 26. Hang on, where's my calculator at when I need it? I'm surprised how, like, nothing this smells. I guess I've never used dry milk for anything. Half a pound of beans, so like half this can of Great Northerns. Beans, I'm guessing, are just cheap protein that they can add. Half a pound of ground turkey. By the way, and I'm sure like whatever the government is using, they're probably getting ground turkey really cheap. This is gonna be like a... Ew, why is it textured like this? Ew, why is this textured like bush? I'm sure the government is getting like really cheap ground turkey. But at the store, just buying it like I did, it was more expensive than ground beef. It was $6 a pound. Also, it's literally like pink slime for some reason. And then a pinch of salt, so they're not completely cruel here. Is this even gonna be able to, like, hack together or whatever? This isn't all there is in it. There's vegetables in here, too, that I haven't added yet. Okay, that's pretty, like, well combined. You're telling me to add egg. There's no fucking egg in here, dude. I can't add shit that's not in the recipe. The whole point is to have it as authentically as possible. Now, we need half a pound of cabbage, which I'm gonna try to get... This knife sucks. I didn't bring my good knife down. Anytime I cook on stream, I always use this dog shit one instead. Authentically as possible. Uses 1/13 of the ingredient. Brother, what do you fucking mean, man? Do you know what the end of this thing says? Makes about 144 9-ounce servings. Are you fucking real? I'm not making 144 servings. Fuck off, dude. This looks like tuna salad. Oh shit, wait, I forgot one. Hang on, I know why this isn't binding as well. It's supposed to have tomato paste in it. I mean, the tomato is gonna be a welcome source of flavor. I'm gonna be real. Does bro not have a can opener? Maybe I just like opening cans this way, bro. I think you should judge less. Maybe make your life a little happier. Haha. Real prison can opening that looks like poop from a butt. It's red! I love how whenever I step aside, you can see the prominently featured Dr. Freak flag from the Subathon Temu section. Which is likely never getting a YouTube edit because it was testing Temu drinking products, but then I drank too much and it got too chaotic. Listen here, Sonny! If you want to get ahead of life, sometimes you gotta take chances. It went really off rails. I don't know if that one is salvageable for the YouTube bros. I'm sorry. I should have brought the mixer down for this, dude. What the fuck? Here, throw our cabbage in here. Carrots too. Alright, potato. Put a little more salt. They said you could add salt. So I'm adding some fucking salt. Because that's the only hope. What the fuck? Also, when they were on this warden's ass for making the warden burger, he did keep eating them while they were like, I don't know, investigating him, getting onto him, to like, as like a proof that it wasn't that bad.
Me personally, no, I would eat this. Hell, I'm eating it now.
So I'm gonna guess that it's probably not like horrific. It's probably just like uninteresting, if I had to guess. This thing's fucking huge, man. You guys can give as much shit as you want to this. I bet there's a fit bro out there who is like min-maxing his nutrition by making what's probably just a variation of this, but they added like hot sauce. I basically guarantee it. This is a huge amount of food. You know, if money's a little tight, I'll give you this. This is a fuckload of food for like not very much money at all. That said, it is also deemed inhumane, so take that as you will. Let's shape it into a log so it can. This was like a small portion, but look how fucking much it made, man. Anyway, I'm gonna go put this upstairs in the oven, and then we'll see in a while how it turns out. Rip onion? I put onion in it. Oh wait, fuck! I didn't put onion in it. Shit! Wait, wait. I literally thought I put the onion in it. Well, I guess it's gonna be short, a quarter cup of onion. Go get it. I don't want to get it, unloaf it, mix it all back. That's crazy.
Onions!
Okay, unloaf this piece of shit. Alright. A little bit of onion in there. That should do something, I guess. I can hear the oven is preheated now, so I don't have to put it in an unpreheated oven anymore. Alright, it's time for our next culinary delight. So that what we just put in was the warden burger. Now the warden burger is considered a variation on a more widespread prison punishment food known as the loaf, a vegetarian loaf made of various odd things. This is from a prison in Vermont. This is the only recipe I could find for it. As I said, it's kind of hard to find these. This one has already been scaled down to make it home. Was posted on a blog from a guy who was in prison, and he was like, this is the worst thing that they ever served us.
Well, it is so bad that inmates are suing because the state is forcing them to eat it.
It's quite different than the other one, okay? We have some similarities. It's got raw spinach, beans, tomato paste, dried milk, and that's basically the primary similarities. On the differences, it has bread, which the other one doesn't have, but you're supposed to eat a slice of it between two pieces of bread. It's got cheese, which is a little interesting. 12 ounces of canned spinach, which is fucking disgusting. 4 ounces seedless raisins, which is fucking disgusting as well. A quarter cup of vegetable oil, and potato flakes instead of minced potatoes. Alright, so apparently to make this I need 6 slices of bread. The fuck is this? They took a little bit off the end of the heel. This bread's getting ground up. This poor Italian loaf. This poor Italian loaf getting turned into fucking breadcrumb. 4 ounces of raw carrots. Okay, hang on. I got Popeye brand leaf spinach. Where's my can opening knife again? I'm using the good one for that.
Why are you like this?
This is already kind of shredded up. It's not really like whole leaf, you know? I drained it, but it's not that drained. Alright, 4 ounces of this. Alright. Apparently 4 ounces is about 6 Kraft singles. Just in case you ever need to know that for the future. Here, I'll throw the cheese in here to get shredded up too. I'm kind of afraid it'll get gummed up though. American cheese is really like sticky. And also, I know there's a lot of American cheese haters out there, and it's kind of warranted. It's maybe one of the most processed products of all time. That said, specifically for a grilled cheese, you can keep your fucking cheddars and your, like, you know, delectable French hard cheeses and shit. Nothing melts, nothing quite hits like the American cheese. Alright. That is looking delightfully disgusting. This is... We'll see how it comes together. I feel like this one's going to be, like, infinitely grosser than the other one. You really need the auditory experience here. Bread, carrots, spinach. Oh, how could I forget? How could I fucking forget? 4 ounces of seedless raisins. I haven't used these raisins. These are like years old. I figure it's true to the prison experience, though. Okay, wait, where's my milk powder? Because, oh yeah, there's powdered milk in this, too. I'm sorry, 8? No way. No way it says 8 ounces milk. 8 ounces of fucking powdered milk? That's a shitload. The other one was a bigger batch and only had 2 ounces of powdered milk. They want 8 ounces of powdered milk in this shit? That's damn near the whole tub. 2 cups of beans. Okay. That should be this can and a half of beans I have here. Are you fucking serious? The tab broke off, man? I gotta break into this with a damn knife? Come on, dude. I thought that one was gonna be easy. Beans, beans, beans. Have you guys ever seen the Reddit post on the... I think it was DayZ? I can't remember what... See the Reddit post on the DayZ subreddit where a guy was like, I literally just saw this cool dude opening a can with a knife the other day. I asked if he was a DayZ cosplayer, but no, he's just a homeless guy. Alright, then our vegetable oil, and that should be everything. Even this, like, scaled down recipe is just like, it's too much food. I don't want to eat this shit. I don't want to eat this much of it for sure. This one only cooks for 45 minutes as well. Whereas the other one takes an hour and 45 minutes. So, both of these will come out of the oven at roughly the same time, I think. I'm saying the local stray cats and dogs are gonna love my house after this stream. It looks like vomit. It's pretty bad, man. Good grief. Alright, excellent. Alright, let's send this. It'll go right in the oven with the other loaf. Alright, so there are two. So these are the 2 recipes I managed to find that are modern prison foods / struggle foods. They're modern, quote unquote, inhumane foods. However, there are 2 old-timey ones that I would also like to try. The first of which is gruel, which is some like Oliver Twist type shit. I've heard about gruel in every damn like old-timey peasant story, and I was always like, what the fuck is gruel? What is it made of? I'm assuming it's like slop of some derivation. Turns out it's just boiled oats, or like it's basically watery oatmeal, but that's not very interesting. So it's any cereal grain, which is oat, corn, wheat, rice, barley. It's any grain boiled in too much water. It's very thin and watery, as opposed to like a porridge where it's more of a thick consistency. But I don't want to make it with oats because that's too like boring. That's just shitty oatmeal. So instead, I have some hard wheat grains, and then we could also use cornmeal. The task is a grueling one. Alright. Let's clear our workspace off a little bit, you know. There's like spices in the bottom of this from where I used it to grind up cumin a few days ago when I made chili. Let me make sure to wash that out. We don't want any stray flavor getting into our mush. This is hard white wheat, so we're gonna grind this into a coarse wheat grain. Dog, this ain't doing shit. Maybe I need, you know what? I think I need to use my grain grinder. This shit kind of sucks. Alright. This is getting to the point where it might have been easier to film it in the kitchen. But, you know. Alright, set it to its most coarse setting. $150 KitchenAid accessory, by the way. Yeah, I'm a cooking nerd. What about it? I'm a cooking nerd who was on an engineering salary. Look up how much I spend for my fucking chocolate melanger, which I use less than I use the grain grinder. just needs to simmer. Needs to run long enough that the grain gets soft. This was, I didn't wash this from when I cooked Brussels sprouts in it a couple days ago, so I had to do that real fast. This is traditional hardtack, which is just salt, flour, and water. I'll rank all these struggle foods. Calling them struggle fit much, because they were literally, it's punishment foods. Why does no one make soft tack? Are they stupid? If you don't make hardtack right, it becomes soft tack, actually. You specifically have to make it so that it becomes hard. And if you're like, why would you want it to become hard? Wouldn't it be better if it didn't? No, because then it goes bad. If it's soft, then it's gonna mold. Hardtack, the idea is that you can throw it in a barrel and it'll last forever, effectively. You soak it in like broth, or water, or beer, or something. There's a piece of hardtack from the survival rations on the Titanic lifeboats that sold, like, not that long ago for a lot of money. And it's technically still edible. Okay, now you prick it full of holes. If you've ever made homemade crackers of any kind, then you already know that you gotta do this. The point is that it keeps it flat, otherwise it's gonna puff up in the middle, which is not really what you want. There's our hardtack dough. Let me go up and put this in the, Alright, bros, you ain't ready for this. Yeah, baby, loaves. Yeah, baby, prison loaf. We're gonna need to let them cool a little bit, but I won't wait too long. This one's more of a meatloaf. This one has no meat in it. So I guess it's more of a bread. It's more of a nutrient-dense bread. We've got a delicious spread before us here. The Warden burger is specifically eaten on bread. For some reason, only one slice of bread. The bread looks like the mess that visitors leave behind in Roller Coaster Tycoon. Dove! It doesn't look like vomit. And don't say that. Don't put that image in my head before I have to eat it. I love bread. It looks like Domino's cheesy bread. Oh, I forgot this one has cheese in it. This one actually does have cheese in it. It has American Kraft singles. I will say, I think I should have put the vegetables in the food processor for the Warden loaf. The vegetable chunks are way bigger than I think they're supposed to be. It's truly a culinary masterpiece here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what the cross section looks like here. Okay. Let's get that binging with Babish cross section. Baby. Why is it like orange? This is like vibrantly orange. Why is it so orange? It can't just be because of the carrots. Oh, it's probably the tomato paste that mixes in with it. That must make it fucking orange. Let's cut into the Nutraloaf. That beautiful Nutraloaf cross section. Yeah. The Nutraloaf smells way worse than the Warden burger. Okay, the Warden burger is like recent. This I had to get off a news site from like, I think it was 2014, so it's over 10 years old. People were getting mad about this being inhumane like this year. And this one, people were getting mad about like over a decade ago. I think maybe our standards have gotten better because this, maybe I'll be wrong, but I think this one's gonna be better than this one. The Warden burger is traditionally served on a single piece of white bread. Oh fuck, my loaf fell apart. So I'm gonna fold it over like this. I don't know what the shape or form is, but I saw in the thing that's served on a single piece of white bread. Alright, this is the supposed inhumane burger. For what it's worth, the Warden does keep fucking eating it on camera to prove that it's not bad.
Would you ever eat it for 3 meals a day?
Yeah. I'm easy to please on what I eat. I come from a generation that you eat whatever's in front of you.
But it might be like, you know, it might be one of those like the villain from the Lorax, like huffing the the fumes to prove they aren't bad kind of thing. Anyway, let's see how this tastes. Huh. You know, that's not... They must be making it with just way worse ingredients or something, because that is not bad at all. That... I bet my mom has made food that tastes worse than this growing up. Yeah, that's like completely fine. Is it bad that, like, it's not... Am I crazy? It's really not that bad at all. The onion is, like, very... I'm glad that you guys made me go back and put the onion in. The onion, carrot, and cabbage are the bulk of the flavor. It's got kind of a chili type, like a sloppy Joe type flavor, I think because of the tomato paste. Everything else just kind of disappears into it. With ketchup, this would go crazy good. I could eat this. This is equivalent to when I wasn't quite as good of a cook as I am now, and I was doing like some meal prep when I was starting my job. This is about on par with what I would be cooking. Gym bros looking for an easy shred diet are giddy right now. Yeah, dude, add a scoop. Replace that milk powder with like protein powder or something. You'd probably be pretty good. The guy at work I know who was a big gym bro, and he would ask me for advice on flavors and stuff. Because he would try to make like nutritionally complete food that looked like slop. Was almost everything he made was worse than this. So, I don't know, man. This is the punishment food. I feel like there's some gym bros out there that are willingly punishing themselves worse than dudes in solitary confinement. Actually, I wasn't gonna eat the whole thing, but it's kind of good. It ain't bad, man. It ain't fucking bad. Yeah, on its own, you can really tell the texture sucks. And it's because the outside is fucking hard, and the inside is mush. This would be a lot better, baked less long. It would be better if the vegetables were more chopped up and shredded. And baked less long. Still, it'd be like straight up good if you dipped it in ketchup. I didn't expect it to be good. Now, speaking of things I don't expect to be good, this one I suspect is going to be worse. Namely due to the fact that it has ground spinach and raisins in it. This one feels like it was concocted to fuck you up. This one was concocted to make you not want to be in prison. It's gonna look the same coming out. I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, let's see which one tastes better. Because I gotta say, the Warden Burger, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see how bad Loaf is. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Oh! I'm not like gagging and gonna spit it out or anything, but it's not good. It's not the Warden Burger, that's for sure. Ew. It kind of tastes just like beans. I'm trying to like get a tell on the flavor here. This one's less of a textural nightmare, but I also ground the vegetables up, whereas I really, for the Warden Burger, I should have ground the vegetables in the food processor. I think it would have made it. I think it would have made it better. The texture is actually, like, really good for some reason. There's something else. There's another flavor there that I'm not really sure about. This could be saved. I think, like, you could dress this up to be better. It's not, like, disgusting, but it's not good. I would go so far as to say the Warden Burger is, like, kind of good. Yeah, this tastes way better. Okay, well, it's not even a question between these two. This tastes way better. Just being on bread makes it taste better. This is traditionally served with nothing. Oh, it's the cheese! That's the flavor. You can taste the American cheese. It's one of the better flavors. Like, flavor-wise, this isn't horrible, which is kind of surprising. Kind of surprising, given that it only has, like... I don't think it has any salt in it. But I bet the beans have salt. Something in this had salt, because it has flavor. The Warden Burger tastes like, I don't know. I've eaten almost the whole thing. It tastes kind of like a Sloppy Joe, kinda. Very vegetable-y. It would be better with the veggies ground up finer, so that it's more of a loaf and less like having been chunks. Because the chunks on the top of the Warden Burger, you can see they got like burned, and then you'll like crunch into them, and it's fucking up the texture. But the neutral loaf is kind of like soft throughout. All right, so we're going from our modern prison slop, unethical prison slop, to traditional prison slop. This is old school gruel from like the Oliver Twist era. I've tried to make it as traditionally as possible, so I haven't added anything to it. So let's see how this tastes. Huh. Yeah, that tastes like nothing. This is less appetizing than either of these. This used to just be what people ate. This is the worst one. These are both better. The Warden Burger is actually, like, good. Dare I say it's actually not bad at all. Hang on a second. I'm gonna go get ketchup and see if it makes this taste, like, good. I think I could dress this up into being straight up decent. Now I'm not being authentic because I'm chopping off the crusty edge that isn't as good. All right, hang on. Yeah, that's just straight up good. Yeah, no, I'm good on dinner tonight. I'm eating my fucking loaf. One more thing to test, okay? And now, I'll admit, this is a little more of a survival food, but it's something I want to compare everything else against, because it's also an old-timey prison food. And that is, that's hardtack. It's basically a giant cracker. There's only enough room for one giant cracker on this stream. I'm gonna have to eat this one. It hasn't fully dried. I think it needs to... He's a dry... Well, I mean, we aren't gonna have time to do that on this stream. Tell you what, though, I'll keep it down here in the basement just chilling out like a food ration, and then we'll whip it out in a week or so and give it another one. This is... I'll take this over the gruel any fucking day. Dude, it kind of goes great. This is my second favorite thing. Hardtack is better than everything except maybe the Warden Burger. I would pick this over Nutriloaf. I know it's not nutritionally consistent, and like to be a... Oh, I got a little ketchup on it. Oh, is that good? That's fine. How much to combine them all into a super sandwich? You want the gruel on there too? $50 and I'll try them all as one giant sandwich. 29 gift subs? All right, YouTube bros. You've been bought out. Okay, let's make a sandwich here. Excellent. All this food being like Play-Doh really helps shape it onto the sandwich. Then mash on some Loaf. And then, yeah, you know what? Yeah, just a little bit of gruel. We're fucking peasant maxing right now. Yeah, bro, get a side shot of that. The gruel Loaf Warden Burger hardtack sandwich. It's gonna break my fucking teeth. Try to bite into it. All right, here she blows, boys. Oh my god. Well, it's not very good.